Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Darth Plagueis was written by New York Times best-selling author James Luceno, and of course revolves around the brief story that Palpatine told to Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Sith. In the novel, Darth Plagueis betrays and slays his master, Darth Tenebrous, and becomes the new Dark Lord of the Sith. Plagueis also moves forward with his plans for the Sith to once again claim control of the galaxy, and along the way he takes a new apprentice named Palpatine, who he dubs Darth Sidious to rule by his side, as well as seek the prolonging his own life. But such as with the nature of the Sith, there's one with power and one to crave it. Will Plagueis succeed in his plans, or will his apprentice overthrow him? Well, if you've seen Revenge of the Sith, you pretty much already know how this plays out, so this review will have some spoilers, so there's your warning. I absolutely love this book. I consider Darth Plagueis to be a Star Wars masterpiece. Luceno's work with the story, details, pacing, and characterization was done beautifully. Even though I knew going into it how the story was eventually going to end, I was still fully invested and on the edge of my seat every step of the way. My favorite part of this book is how well it connects to other Star Wars stories, and even answers questions such as when did Darth Sidious recruit Darth Maul, and so on. Some of the events of this story take place during the events of Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and this book even brought me a new level of appreciation towards that movie. I can't tell you how many times me and my wife would watch that movie, and throughout certain scenes I would reference this book, mostly regarding where Plagueis was at during this moment, or what he was doing during this scene, or who was he watching during this part of the movie, and so on. And this book obviously goes more into depth regarding Darth Plagueis' death. Palpatine alludes to Anakin that he was killed in his sleep, and that's true for the most part, but it wasn't just as easy as Palpatine killing him with a lightsaber while he slept. Plagueis actually dozed off while he was drunk, and Palpatine seized his moment and attacked Plagueis with Force Lightning. Plagueis wasn't even initially killed by that, and he awoke to continued attacks and Palpatine gloating. Again, I know that's a spoiler, but I feel it's worth mentioning because I appreciated how true that was to Darth Sidious' nature. Not only will he shock you to death, he'll laugh and he'll gloat about it while you die. So whether you're a Star Wars fan that's just mostly interested in the movies and video games, or if you're wanting to dive into the Star Wars books and comics, then I absolutely recommend Darth Plagueis. It's very poetic, in-depth, it's beautifully written, and I honestly have absolutely no negatives for this book. Now I'm doing something different today with my grade, but I'm going to, figuratively speaking of course, dial my rating system to 11 and give Darth Plagueis by James Luceno 6 out of 5 stars. But if you read this book, then what do you guys think? Either way, post your thoughts down in the comments below and I'll definitely check those out. Guys, thanks so much for checking out this review. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel and you're enjoying my reviews, then be sure to consider to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much again, guys. And until next time, this is Red 5, standing by.